the Fairham and Skull Dustbowl EU2 with Alarm Copter.
Hello.
And yeah, okay, standard rules apply. If you don't understand our voices, please go to the main menu, go to the mute button, which is the E with the X through it, and select our names from that list, and that shuts us up real fast. You know, very good mechanism that, I mean, really easy to use, you know. I recommend using it for any reason. Anyway, today on Dust Bowl, one of the old family favourites in terms of, you know, TF2 maps. Personally, I do really quite like this map, although the third map for me always lets it down a bit.
Yeah, this is definitely a map that it's begging for some sort of an update. I mean, you know, newer maps do tend to get more attention. This one's just fallen by the wayside, kind of sadly.
Yeah, you know, when they did Gold Rush and they fixed that ledge area on the first map. Oh, and speaking of Skybox, there goes Antoine, just about catching his heavy with that Uber. But oh no, there's Higgs, and he's doing the old heavy down the stairs. Nope, not getting out of spawn today.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the things with this map. The blue spawn is far too, in my opinion, far too choke pointy to be able to have a decent attack if you've got a good enough red team. Admittedly, once you're out, you've pretty much got yourself guaranteed the first point, but you know, blue are really struggling to even get out of the doors here.
Yeah, this is pretty much, you know, nade central down that staircase. Just keep firing nades. Don't stop not firing nades. All the suppression fire.
That said though, Hyundai, or however you pronounce his name, using the short circuit to quite nice effect.
Yeah, I love the short circuit. I mean, for me, it's a great little pub mechanism to get rid of those annoying sticky spams. And there goes an Uber. Aymeric there, just breaking through, trying to push out for blue team there. Not bad, actually. I mean, they're actually getting on with it, trying to get out there, causing a bit of disruption. And there goes blue team.
Yeah, they've actually managed to get themselves out now. I think some of that may well have been down to HR managing to take out the heavy that was pretty much protecting the main door there. He was basically stopping everybody, and yeah, making pretty quick work of that point now.
Well, as you said, as soon as you get out there, pretty much you got the first point. I mean, to be fair, this is a map where you get an achievement if you hold the first point. That's how easy it is. Who's the aggro NG? Oh, hi in the day. He went for the NG Vanguard cap. That was almost happened. Oh, I'm sorry, Psychopate. Can you please, if you would like to mute us, you know, please go to the main menu, E with the X through it, and just select off the list. That's real easy. But anyway, good win from blue there. That was pretty rolloverish. Okay, round 2. Okay, just want to, you know, say again, please just mute us. There is ways of doing that, and one of them, you know, main menu, E with the X through it, go from there. Really easy to use. Anyway, have a look at blue team. Look at one thing. HR. He's pretty much wearing a bulletproof chest made out of medals with all those DOMs he's got.
Yeah, I mean, I generally sort of don't like to look at the points in terms of, you know, who's more skilled than anybody else, but 5 dominations is a pretty good indicator that you're doing something right.
Yeah. Oh, just saying, we're just doing a commentary, public commentary, half an hour or so. Yeah. Please mute us. I can't say that enough. If you don't want to hear us, just please mute us.
It's painfully easy to do so.
Yep, first round happened. There was some blockage, and then it immediately got cleared by super plunger force. There goes an Uber. There are all kinds of Ubers. But yeah, there goes the red Uber. Ultimate Male, they're trying to take out blue team generally. But that's the thing with, I don't know, you try to take out stuff that come out the gates really hard. They just keep moving all the way around. You can't kill that much team in one go. Yeah,
plus where it is at the moment, I mean, blue have pretty much got a safe haven to be able to run straight back to spawn, and you're kind of just left with snipers and demomen who can do a real decent amount of damage without getting too close to blue spawn, and that was a very quick cap.
I agree, that was fast. I mean, seriously, I'm having to use camera skills here to just get moving. But yeah, you know, this is the thing. I love these kind of games where basically the blue team just blitzes on through, and if they can just push and push, get just a move and just destabilize red team. Oh, the drama.
Yeah, well, I mean, with the amount of time that they've got and, you know, the skill that we've seen so far from them, it's going to be hard for them not to win this.
Oh, criminy, look at this. It's not good. There's an Uber as well. seriously, where did this blue team come from? Did they come straight off the comp bus and decide, you know what, we're going to raid the first pub server, we'll be fine, and there's a medic tournament. Oh, wait, no! That scout, oh, what a finish, though. That was some trial and error there, but yeah, blue team pretty much just winning like bosses. Round 3, and the rarely seen, seldom feared boss scramble, which is basically what happens when you basically win a map too damn fast. To be fair, I think it's completely legit. No team should be that overpowering compared to the other team.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty big indicator when the top 3 scorers, the top scorer has 10 points purely because they went too fast to score any more than that.
Yep, pretty much. Okay, I'm looking at teams now. I mean, where was he? HR, down to 1 Dom now. Yeah, a little sad.
Saying that, though, I don't think that many people have been switched around. I think most of the people that were doing the good work may still well be on the same team, or at least together.
Oh, that's saying, though, on the spectators bench, and in the game is Blade Runner. This should be interesting. For those of you who don't know Blade Runner, one of the best spies I've ever seen in this game. Be careful. There's that blue bar. There's already a demo out on the point. Oh, jeez. Uber sniper trying to bat away the demo man. Stay classy, TF2.
And he made it work.
Yeah, Sir Tommy's being a boss and holding the entire game. Oh, no. Oh, but that sniper. Talk about holding off the entire team, but this is going for 23 minutes on the clock. This is ridiculous.
I swear there's some sort of karma in TF2. If you get out a melee weapon and your opponent doesn't, you've basically got some sort of god looking after you because you're honourable and they're not.
The god of medieval warfare. God of medieval mode. But look at this blue team though. The thing I'm loving about this blue team, this is how, you know, teams should play really. Just in fun teams. Just move up. If there's no resistance, just move up. And this is what this team does. They just go straight ahead. Face first into enemy territory, and then there's the crits demo. Hide your kids, hide your wife. Oh wow, HR, they're trying to bring it back for the team, but Red have managed to put a nice defense up there.
Yeah, although that said, with this amount of time, I mean, like you said, this is a ridiculous amount of time to attack a last point. I mean, you rarely see Red win a game at this point, and with the way Blue have been playing so far, obviously we've had a scramble, but you know, even with that first point this round, it's going to be very, very tough for Red to manage to hold that off for 20 minutes.
Alright, just saying, if you want to please go to the main menu, go to the mute button, which is the ear with the X through it. That brings up a list of all the people in the server, and you can select us and select us to mute. That's how you can do that. Now anyway, back to the game. That's what, I agree with you completely. The thing is, blue team, they kind of got beaten back a bit, but that's because I think this red team is a little bit more competent, and you know, give them some time and some engineers, and I think they'll be able to come back in force.
Then again, same could be said for blue. If they manage to get a teleporter up and, you know, an engineer protecting that teleporter as well, they're going to be in a very, very good position to win with the amount of time they've got.
One thing this blue team is doing, they're clearing out those side areas. Oh, there's a crit launcher. That's it. Yeah, people keep remembering, you know, crits is so powerful in this narrow section here. It's just too damn easy to make it work. That's part of the thing that really needs to be updated. And is it me or am I getting lag here?
Possibly some vague lag, I think. But yeah, I'd say at this point again, you know, Dustbowl is kind of notorious for just having lots of horrible, horrible choke points to attack. And I mean, you know, Blue haven't struggled so far, but you know, it's definitely having a lot more work to put in this time around. Yeah, they are. This is the thing. Red have actually managed to break that initial assault. I think that's partly where a lot of Blue's, you know, skills, prowess has come from. They've simply all been in a big group, managed to survive most of it, and just push as one big lump. And when they got broken up, they've, you know, not managed to reform properly. Yeah, I mean, especially that second round, they pretty much managed to take down what sentries there were and move ahead before there were any other sentries to stop them. And, you know, usually you find that second point is pretty much sentry heaven, but there just was not enough time. Yeah, no,
Speaking of time, 20 minutes on the clock. This is the thing. I mean, Red are doing well now, but I only going to take one big upset, or maybe a couple of big upsets for Blue to come back into this game.
I mean, if they had sort of the final cap time of, say, something like Steel or something like that, where it's 5 minutes, it's a lot more of a viable defense. This map needs an update, I'd say.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, the first thing needs to be updated at that time. I mean, most maps they cap now to 10 minutes, like Badwater Basin and stuff like that. Egypt even. Nowadays, this map, you need some map updates. You need another flanking ability to get that last point. And there goes an Uber. But yeah, didn't see that sentry though. Just left that behind. Like, oh, okay, we're not bothered with that. And then came back to bite him in the arse afterwards.
Yeah, well, they're saying that with the amount of Blue people that managed to swarm out just as their Uber finished off, I don't think they would have survived it regardless. But still, yeah, grave mistake there anyway.
Wuhegi there, using the short circuit. I do love those short circuit trolls. Especially useful in this map in particular. Blue back its corner again. They're still trying to get round. Now here's the thing: you've got a taunting short circuit engineer. This is where you need to bring out heavy. So that's the thing, actually. I mean, that's the two main classes actually for damage dealing. Soldier and Demo Man. They've got countermeasures against them. Heavy, it's barely you can anything do with it against the heavy.
Yeah, I mean, I'd suppose at this sort of point in the game with a heavy, you've got a decent option in choosing sniper. I'd say Spy is going to be very hard pressed to be able to get straight to the front of a pack and take out a heavy when there's going to be 4 or 5 other players behind him that you have to get past.
Yeah, even then though, still you get stabbed as a heavy. One of my most hated things in TF2 is when I get stabbed and there's like 3 other guys and I'm like, did nobody watch out? What are you guys doing? And then there's some sort of fail Uber there. I don't know what happened to that medic. Went to Uber somebody and nobody went forwards, or he just changed medic target in mid-between. What happened there? Oh, there's a Kritzkrieg. Trying to make it work. Okay. This is getting weird because it's like Blue's kind of surging at times and Red just surges back. It just seems that Red's not been broken yet. Not really.
Yeah, in fact, I'd say it's really coming down quite nicely to however you pronounce his name, Wugugugu or whatever his name is, and who was it as well? Wegron as well, playing Pyro, doing some nice reflecting work as well.
Yeah. Oh wow! Whoa! What's this? There's a Pyro at the back there. Wow! All of Red Team just like, oh, what the hell? When did this happen? What are we defending here? Yeah, Wuhegi there. But here's the thing. I mean, they got on that point and they kind of panicked. This is where Blue should be charging in right now. They should. But this Red team are actually defending quite nicely. They're just keeping Blue away every time. They haven't really slipped up yet.
Yeah, I think that time round the respawn time has smiled upon them because I think we had like 3 or 4 people manage to all sway out of the doors at the right time to pretty much stop that. But could have been very different right then.
Actually, one thing I've been seeing with this particular game is excellent medic work. There are so many Ubers coming out, like Kritzes, Ubers, lots of devastation going in. It's all down to medics.
Yeah, and I'd say at this point as well, I mean, we saw a Blue Kritzkrieg, and at this sort of part of the game, it's quite an ideal choice. And I think there was a Kritzkrieg as well there.
Yeah, that was. Funny thing was, I think it was aiming in a direction, bounced off, and the crit hit the soldier shooting him. It was like the luckiest crit shot you could ever see. Oh, there they go. Oh, there's an Uber on the point. Oh, man, derp defense activated. But Red are defending. Balls to the wall here. They need to get some sort of proper defense up. They can build sentries on the fly. That's what they need to do right now. They need to get some sentries up there. Push back out again. Get people away from that point.
Yeah, I mean, as it is at the moment, that is pretty much just begging for a scout to tiptoe on there while someone's, half asleep and it's done.
Yeah, that's it. Demoman nearly just capped the point there, but they've got at least one guy on it. It's one of the often forgotten things about TF2. If you buy the point, they can't cap it. Actually, on the point. If you buy the cut, you get on the point. But yeah, look at this red team. They're recovering beautifully. They're actually managing to resume their positions. Thing is, though, you know, there's still some cap on that point, and this blue team has shown that they can really make things difficult for a red team.
Yeah, well, I mean, another attack like they had earlier on, you know, they've got enough cap as it is to, you know, make up for it. Although it's very close to coming off now, so I don't know. Red might have pulled it back to where they were a couple of minutes ago, but still, you know, 15 minutes left basically.
There's an Uber there. Oh, that Pyro though, he's trying. Oh my god, I saw Wegron there. He was going for that teleporter. He just couldn't kill it. If he had that teleporter though, that would have been massive progress for red team. But I have a bad feeling though. Oh, nice Crockett's there. There we go, hedge shooter. Oh, being trolled by the short circuit though. Oh, that was magnificent versus that crit. Way there is just, you know, hats off to the guy. He is really knowing how to play Master Troll here today.
Yeah, two things that can ruin a you know, a decent Kritzkrieg is either that or a Vaccinator. If you've got a medic who can play Vaccinator against a Kritzkrieg, you pretty much completely nullify it. It's brilliant.
Yeah, Vaccinator doesn't get played much at all, but it's a weapon I try to master, but it's really difficult to. The problem is, you need to know what's going up ahead of you, you need those reflexes. It's very tricky. And you need to know that rotation pretty well.
Yeah, it's a very viable weapon, but it's a difficult one to make work. You kind of have to know the ins and outs of the map, and you kind of have to memorize what the other team are playing, which, you know, it's very difficult to even bother trying to do in a standard pub game, really.
12 minutes on the clock. This has been an excellent defense. 10 minutes now, and they've held out. No, North team would have been defeated by now. To be fair, they came close. But look at that Wuhegi guy. He's just still there, just standing on the bridge going, lol, 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 I have a short circuit. He's just standing there, you know, he's really helping out his team. Yeah, the thing is, the soldiers keep firing in, but you're doing nothing. And then it goes.
Yeah, you would have thought at this point that they would learn, you know, perhaps it is time for another class. I mean, I don't think we've really seen any blue scouts as such yet.
We've not seen any blue heavies, and I think a heavy in the last good push would have swung that game. But look at this red team though, they're just moving up again now. I think they're just taking out that teleporter. And blue are having to fall back a bit. Now this is the problem, if red get cocky here and start moving up too far and forget about the point, it's what can lose them a game.
Yeah, they need to, you know, do some decent people management and work out who's going to stay where, because, you know, there's a whole underground tunnel which, I mean, you rarely see get used for an attack. So I mean, you know, they've got to be covering all the bases here.
I mean, the thing is, actually, I mean, I love underground tunnel. If you can actually get a teleport under there for blue, it's an interesting one because they don't expect the attack to come from underneath sometimes. If you can get basically attack from two sides, that can really stymie a defense. They're having to concentrate in two directions instead of just the one drawbridge.
Yeah, especially, and if you can get, you know, a teleporter and, you know, a sentry down there, it's a lot more difficult to attack a sentry down there because you have to go in its line of sight. You know, the standard places on here normally, you know, you've got a demo man who can just arc over and not have to see the thing he's going to kill.
They are trying underneath. I think we've clued him in on that though. And red team reacts for. Oh, here's him the heavy. He's got crits, and then there's an Uber to get in the way. Consider your day ruined. But yeah, oh, I thought I had it there. The crit's heavy. That an Uber heavy that might have had it a bit more.
Yeah, I mean it. You know, he was aiming for the sentry as well. I mean, you know, crits doesn't do any extra damage to a sentry, so yeah, Uber probably would have been the better option then. Yeah,
that's the thing. Really, I'd aim for a heavy. The heavy is the guy who moves in first, clears everything out of the way because you can't, you know, nullify that. And then everyone's coming behind him, taking out all the key targets. He's basically tanking. and also drawing all the sentry fire, which is really handy. But 10 minutes left in this game. Marvellous defence by Red here. They're doing really well. Another Uber from them. There's Wegron. And he gets it. Nicely done. Yeah, look at this red team. They're coming back. But what do you think Blue needs to win this game, man?
I'd say, you know, pretty much cut your losses with the soldiers, because when you've got a pyro like Wegron who's as good as reflecting as he is, and Wughug or whatever his name is, you know, pretty much just trolling you with the short circuit. You know, soldier is not the way to go anymore. You know, get some scouts, get some heavies, get some bullet damage.
Oh, and there goes another Uber. That's the thing I'm saying in this game. The medics in the game have been brilliant. And although what happened there, Antoine's like, where do you go? Why do you going down these tunnels? Oh no. Oh, that weren't pretty. That crits came at the right time. But, oh wow, so Tommy just gets... That was all kinds of confusion in that tunnel. Psychopate there just gets lucky with that crit launch there. Tunnel crits, the worst kind of crits. But yeah, okay, now 8 minutes on the clock. You know, I'm kind of thinking Red can bring this back. Very much so. I mean, they only nearly lost the game once, which is good over a 22-minute period. And
yeah, well, I mean, in regards to this map in particular, that is a stellar amount of defending, regardless of whether they win or not at this point. You know, 15 minutes of defended solidly is brilliant playing.
The thing we're trying to see here, we've seen a lot of people try and jump on the point. They're trying to recap that. Unfortunately, all that work of speed is undone now. They've got to fight through this enemy team. And there goes another Uber. Who is that again? High in the day, and with Red Wegron as well. Look, medics on Red Team are doing excellent work. I can't say that enough today. To be fair though, they work. I mean, if you want to win a game, just be invulnerable. You underrate it so much. Now, for Blue to win though, they've got to... Okay, that's good. Get some Ubers out there. Generally move up, consolidate and get those teleporters up. And then try to take down those sentries one at a time. When you've done that, move in with the heavy and help the rest of the team backs you up. It's tricky.
Yeah, I mean, they've got plenty of time to do it. You know, 7 minutes to attack. It's not uncommon for a standard map to have this as, you know, as a pretty much a straightforward attacking time anyway. So they've got plenty of time to make up a good attack, and, you know, Red, while they are defending very, very solidly, can still win this at any, or still lose this at any point.
Sundi Matar there. Nice bit of work. He's using the arcing motion of the weapons he's got there and trying to turn those sentries. Excellent work from him, actually. You know, if he can keep that up, that'd be great. But the thing I always find the problem with this map is the way it's very much a defender's paradise. I mean, there's only one route to the cap, and there's no real flanks, and it's really nice tight space to defend. Very easy to do that. That's the thing, you have to at least charge this point and hope for the best sometimes. And I think Imeric just threw a sandwich at an enemy soldier. Stay classy, TF2. Oh, look at Imeric, he had crits and then they just responded with Uber. Oh, that was unfortunate. This is the thing, Uber's just trump crits so hard. In a strange way, you could put it as, you know, the crits are the weakest of the mediguns, but then they bought the quick fix and, you know, pretty much that argument.
Yeah, I'm very glad that we haven't seen a quick fix so far this map, because it's just not a good idea at all here. There's no way a quick fix is ever going to work for either team. It's just not worth the bother. Yep,
no. This is the thing, in a game with so many hard points, so many strong points, you can't expect to just get there with advanced region. You've got to get in there with sheer vulnerability. Could do it with a vaccinator maybe, but even that's tricky.
Yeah, Vaccinator for me, at least on this map, is going to be, you know, ideal for defending, basically worthless for attacking.
5 minutes on the clock. This has been lovely defending here. I mean, Red can still win this game. Blue can still win this game. They've just got the right things in order. Destroy all of Red Team. If you're going to just destroy the entire Red Team one go and just hopefully move in that space of time, yeah, you can do it, but it's going to be damn tricky.
Yeah, I think one of the problems we've seen as well is Blue they've committed the cardinal sin of, maybe 2 or 3 people at a time. There hasn't been a giant attack force since that last cap attempt, and that's coming up to 5 minutes ago at least.
Yeah, I mean, that last big attack, it was the closest they ever came to, and it's simply able to move up as one. They got through everything, and since then, what Red did though was change it up with the short circuit and the pyros. They just kept getting away with those soldiers. I mean, we're seeing Blue try and do things now, but have they got the time though?
I don't know, again, it's not a small amount of time that they've got to attack. They've got plenty of time to build up a decent offensive maneuver, but whether or not, they've got the organisation to do so, I don't know.
Yeah, it's the thing. I'm unsure as matches go, but I'm favouring Red for the time being. I'm actually really quite stumped right now how Blue is supposed to win this. They've got limited time now. They need a good push with Ubers.
Yeah, emphasis on the plural of Ubers. I think multiple Ubers at this point is pretty much essential to win.
Yeah, and Aymeric went out there, gets taken up by a sniper, don't duck hitter, and there goes Red. Moves in with the Ubers. Redgron's like, nope, not going near that sentry. I am invulnerable now. Go back home. I'm done here. Credit to Red Team, they've actually been doing a nice job of just keeping an eye on spawn the entire time. Just make sure that those fire caps don't happen. The amount of times we've seen teams moved up accidentally and then they've just lights up stumbling back because the cap's getting capped.
Yeah, and as well as that, the amount of times that we've seen, a bunk scout manage to make his way past straight after the first cap, and, Red is still pretty much recovering with their trousers down, and the cap's already done, but, yeah, no sign of this whatsoever, not even a scout at all, regardless of whether or not he's bunking or not.
Oh, hang on, something's going on here, though. Oh, HR nice, gets taken on that sentry. Is this what we need from Blue now? I mean, look, there's nothing there, move! Get in there! Why is nobody moving up? Now, I had a feeling that, now that's the thing, if Blue moved up like 10 seconds earlier, I think they might have had a lot better chance. They waited too long and Red should all come back. Like, most of Red Team was dead at one point, and I was like thinking, this is Blue's best chance, and they just didn't take it.
This is basically the scaredy cat push that we tend to see every once in a while.
Yep, there's that. Aymeric with the crits heavy again, taking out people. Actually, that's not bad. Oh, wow. Stuff's going down. There's an Uber. Oh, this is looking good. Can Blue win this? Aymeric trying to be a boss and win the entire game by himself with a medic. Where was Blue Team? Oh, wow. This... They need to put all the pressure on now. This is Blue's best chance. They've got 2 minutes, and Red are limping. Or maybe not. I think it just came back up with a fresh spawn.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah, like you said, I don't know what Blue were doing there. They had a pretty much perfect situation. A heavy push stop, managed to take out a building, most of Red were dead. Blue were there, they just, they were a bit too shy, I think, really.
Yeah, no, there's no urgency to that push. Aymeric, credit to him, he had a crit, then he had an Uber, and he was pushing as a heavy, he was doing what he was supposed to do, he just didn't get the backup.
Yeah, and with the clock where it is now, Blue now are finally into the point where they kind of have to get a move on if they want to even attempt to win this.
They've got to kill off Red Team, they've got to past the sentry. The thing is, actually, those sentries are being quite annoying. Get rid of those, you could just mosey onto the point, maybe. Thinking off camera, though, they are trying to build through. Ozas there, being a complete punk, taking out the med back end of Blue Team there. But yeah, one thing that's actually better doing really nice, they're using that back passage massively. Oh, Wegron takes out Blade Runner. Oh, last best hope for Blue Team was there, trying to build up an Uber, and just got taken out. There's a red Uber. Oh, this is all kinds of tragic. There's Wegron, just keeps trying.
Yeah, and I think Blue are now even beyond the point of a good old pub push. Yeah, I think this is pretty much done.
I have a bad feeling it's so, yeah. Not enough anymore. And that was an excellently played game there from Red. They brought it all the way back at the end. Nicely done.
Yeah, that was pretty much perfectly defended.